boy, Brian Ruffner, has had a short night here in the number 26 truck. He's in the middle of the backstretch and has brought out the caution after hitting the inside wall. Ruffner, of course, lost the ride in the 66 truck earlier and is now in the 26.
And check out the fire in the brake, the right front brake there.
Oh, yeah. Fortunately, there's a fire truck close by.
Yes.
Big weekend here at Richmond. They'll run for the Bud Pole tomorrow at 5:30 Eastern Time. You'll be seeing that on ESPN2. And then, of course, it's the Busch Cars and the Autolite Platinum 250 tomorrow night at 7:30. RPM tonight on Saturday kicks it off at 5:30 Eastern Time, followed by NASCAR today at 7. And then the Excite NASCAR Select Batteries 400, the Winston Cup cars. Can anybody stop Jeff Gordon? That'll be at 7:30 Eastern Time on Saturday. Racing continues throughout the weekend, and we continue to cover it. On Sunday, RPM today kicks it off at 12:30 Eastern. And then we're going to Memphis for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. That'll be at 1 o'clock Eastern on the big network. And the Kart FedEx Series Honda GP of Monterey featuring the Texaco 300. I would say that one's paid for. That's immediately following the truck race on ESPN. Marty's got an update.
Well, you guys mentioned Memphis, and we're heading there as soon as we get done here tonight. And unfortunately, Brian Ruffner, the one thing he reiterated right before the start of the race is, man, all I don't want to do is crash because we want to take this truck to Memphis.
Mike Midler owns the truck. Mike is from St. Louis, and as Ruffman comes in and tops off the tank to go to the tail end of the field, Midler, I should say, is the guy. He's been involved with all those St. Louis guys. Wallace came out of there, was buddies with Midler, and he's gotten involved with Ruffner, and they put together a couple of trucks, but now one of them's bent. That means they won't go to Memphis. We're going to take a break for this caution and be right back.
Again, this is Virginia's Lovers 200, not 41, so still got a long ways to go to see Bobby Hamilton, the one truck, drive up on the inside of Tony Roper.
Hamilton's an 18th spot from 29th, so he's definitely going forward.
Andy Houston started 31st, up to 20th spot on lap 40. Come on, Bobby, make some bait. There you go. Get him uphill, and I'll drive in there myself. Oh, we got
trouble.
Spinning through behind. Caution is out. Caution is out.
That's Randy Renfro and Randy Renfro.
So the Randys have tangled up at turn 2 and bent up a couple of trucks, and then that's my cue to find out what the heck you did with my piece of sweet potato pie. Renfro told on you. Said there was 2 pieces over there, and you were supposed to invite me over for the other one, and I never heard a word about it.
There was an entire pie. There was.
There was. That's the last thing Renfro's thinking about right now. Let's see how it happened here.
There we see Tosma, the taupe car or brown car on the bottom of the racetrack. He gets loose, goes up the racetrack, and spins. When he goes up the racetrack, bam, he backs in. He literally backed in the side of Tosma, and Ruttman somehow got through. Did he hit the outside retaining wall? I don't think so.
Man, that was a break for Ruttman. Here it is again. There's the little first contact as Tosma gets loose, and just a nudge.
Just a nudge, and look at Ruttman slam on the brakes enough to bottom of the front out and gets through the opening.
Ooh, was that Harvick that just about collected Renfro? One more look at it. Oh, man.
That was Boris Said that almost was involved there.
Yeah, Boris had a couple chances to get involved in that. Wild action in turn 2. It happens on 44 of 200. We're in Virginia where Sprague leads Corelli, Urban, Wallace, and Hornaday. We'll be right back. We're back in Virginia. Tony Raines has crashed and brought out the caution flag. With 86 laps in the book, there is the damage to the truck that won last week in Louisville. He had just been in for a pit stop, was actually held on pit road for some sort of penalty, went back out, lost it in turn 3, and I would assume that we'll probably have a look at that right now.
Well, Tony Raines is going down the backstretch into turn 3, and here's where the trouble's going to start. Oh, he got loose getting in. Donk. Not much contact, but a little bit. Here comes the leader down pit road.
And that ought to bring them all. Yeah. pit road as Jack Sprague leads the parade to the pits. 86 laps into the Virginia is for Lovers 200. Let's go to Bill Weber. And here's how that pass happened. That suddenly, for Wallace.
Wallace just came off the corner. The truck just all of a sudden goes slap up the hill, so he has to back out of the throttle. And Sprague just sitting back there and waiting for that moment and drove by.
Jack Sprague has been the beneficiary of some bad luck for his primary championship adversary here. Ron Hornaday is back to 15th spot after suffering a stop-and-go penalty for running over the air hose on exit after the first pit stop. There you can see that Sprague has dominated the race thus far, and if it ended now would lead by 36 over Hornaday in terms of the points. Barry Bodine has crashed for the second time tonight. And is that Ernie or Boris?
Boris said it's also spun on the bottom of the racetrack, but Boris gets his truck going, will not lose a lap, but Barry Bodine is sitting there. And Tolles, unfortunately, will not get a lap back because the leader is right behind, Boris said.
Yeah, unfortunate for Tolsma. We were just observing that Tolsma has a very good truck despite having had a mishap. Whoa, wait, that's the old man right there.
Jeff Bodine going to...
Yeah, you don't need a spotter when your truck's wrecked. Jeff will be in action here Saturday night with the Cup cars.
We see some fluid coming out from under the truck, and evidently it will not roll as Barry's trying to drive. Yeah, that's beat up.
Yeah, the wheels aren't round.
I don't know. Oh, and see Boris said starting his spin.
Take a look from Boris's point of view, looking out the back of the 44. Rutman has another near miss in the 99, and everybody's coming to pit road.
And Sprague looks like when they go in to make a pit stop that his truck just is slow, get it back up to speed.
Happened on the last sequence. Sprague came out and was jumped for about 5 laps.
Oh, they're going to be 3 abreast? No.
Dave's not going to do that.
Well, they're going to be if he don't back up because here comes Ernie Irvin on the inside.
Yahoo! Update on Ernie Irvin's situation from Bill Weber.
Okay, 2 pit stops so far for Ernie Irvin. The first time they had trouble getting fuel into the truck, almost like the can was too heavy. They got the fuel in it. This most recent pit stop, the dry breaker, the filler cap that actually goes into the truck, came off of the filler can. Now, broke out of turn 1.
And the right front tire goes down on the 3 truck, I think. Or was that just... The caution flag is out. It looked like the right front tire that they made some contact with someone and he knocked the bow stem off the 3 truck. And now Tolsma will get that lap back.
That's a big deal for Tolsma. He gets back around Rush. We'll see if Rush, Keselowski, and Barfield might elect to stop now. Rush is still shown as the leader, and here's the damage to Jay Sauter's truck, which was nominally second. He was racing with Sprague before the incident that sent him into the turn 1 wall. Bill Weber. Racing is a fundamentally simple activity. Go down to the end of the straightaway and turn left. Jay Sauter failed to do that, but with good reason, and we'll see in a moment how he managed to bend up what had been the 5th place truck so badly. Sauter has now slipped back to 27th spot, and here's why he didn't turn left.
That's the black truck there. He's going to get on the inside of Ron Barfield right there, the yellow truck. They make contact. That contact cuts down the right front tire. Look at it. The 3 truck goes in the corner. The right front tire is flat. It will not turn, and guess what comes up then?
Yeah, you bet. The wall. And so for Sauter, 6th ranked in the points, a very big disappointment. Here's another look from the guys behind. Once that right front's flat, you don't have a heck of a lot of control over what's happening.
We saw this before on the outside. Mike Wallace really gets that gate. But now we see Biffle on the inside of Pirelli. He will take the 3rd spot away. And now here comes Rich Bickle on the 15th truck.
3rd, 4th, and 5th in tight formation across the start-finish line. Biffle from 18th starting spot driving a heck of a race here. Andy Houston is 6th. He started 31st. Took 2 tires on the last pit stop. Andy Houston, 2nd-generation star.
Oh, we got a big crash. Big crash.
Good going. Caution's going to be out. Yellow is out.
Yeah, that'll bring a ton of caution out. I didn't get either of those trucks before they slipped from view. Harvick. Oh,
Barfield.
That ends a great run for Kevin Harvick, who had come from 32nd starting spot to run inside the top 15. Well, I won't say it ends the run because he's still got the truck running, but it certainly seriously damages his opportunity here. Let's go ahead and pop the commercial break. Jack Sprague looks like he's looking for a pit stop, perhaps. There's Hornaday's people, we should say Urban's people. We'll be right back. We're back. We're under caution. The Virginia is for Lovers 200 at the three-quarter mark, and we're under yellow for the big wreck involving Harvick and Barfield, and we can give you a little more insight into how this all got started now as we run through the replay sequence. Here is the mess that was created as Harvick got into Barfield, and both of them went spinning.
Looks like pretty good damage to the ortho truck of Ron Barfield. That's the yellow truck, number 35. Kevin Harvick doesn't look like he's got too much. You ever see Boris Said, the Federated truck, he just touches the 75. Now watch when he tries to gain control of the 75, he has to go up the hill to do so. When he does, he runs into Barfield, and he runs into the wall, and we can see the left front tires lean in about 2 feet, so that's...
You really see it right there. Boom. There's the touch. And that's what turned Harvick. Barfield, innocent victim. Harvick didn't hit anything very hard and should be in position perhaps to march back partway through this field again, although he did lose a lap. And the remains of the ortho truck being hauled away here as we approach lap 150. It will be completed under caution, and we'll have 50 to go. Biffle made a pit stop under that caution. We'll talk more about that when we come back. Cook out of Sandusky, Ohio, was straight from late models to trucks. There's the race for third, and around goes Houston.
Oh, and this is going to bring out the caution flag.
Number 4 is in the middle of the track. Come through on the high side. Come through on the high side.
Hey, there's more contact, and that's going to get Hornaday caught up.
What?
He collided with Wallace.
Come on.
So Houston made a great run. Then he makes contact with Joe Ruttman, and around he goes. Tough break for Andy.
Wow. All this bringing out the caution with 6 laps to go.
Well, Ron Hornaday has just been on pit road. He has substantial body damage to his Napa Chevrolet. They changed left side tires. His left front obviously a mess. So Hornaday's bad night gets even worse. He may be back to see if they can do anything about the suspension before they go back to green here.
Hornaday losing the championship point lead here as a result of the damage that you see right there. It all started with a spin for Andy Houston. Here's the beginning of it.
He and Joe Ruttman get together. They go up. Houston spins in the 60 truck. Now just watch as all these trucks continue by Houston as he's spinning. Now they're going to come all around him on the inside, on the outside. Now watch as they come on.
The next bunch of trucks are the key.
Right there we see Ron Hornaday and Mike Wallace and Terry Cook all get together.
Wallace, in coming by Houston, had to move up to clear Houston. He hit Cook, and that got Hornaday.
Here's Seaman. Andy Houston's on board down the backstretch. Ruttman is there.
Now it takes a minute, but here they come. Wallace dodged Houston, hit Cook. Cook hit Hornaday, and as a result, the championship point leader is in trouble.